Alright, it is Thursday, June 6, 2019 at 5:53 p.m. Let's take a look at some headlines. Ladybug swarm detected by weather radar over Southern California. The government's NextRad radar is so sensitive that it picks up birds, bugs, bats, and lots of other stuff meteorologists call angels. You can see the angels flying over Southern California on Tuesday night, when National Weather Service radar picked up a giant blob moving swiftly over southwestern San Bernardino County, east of Los Angeles, around 8 p.m. Forecasters at the agency's San Diego office called reporters on the ground who told them it was an enormous swarm of ladybugs. The large echo showing up on so-called radar this evening is not precipitation, but actually a large cloud of ladybugs termed as a bloom. And you see here, let me see if I can zoom in, see here the swarm of ladybugs in the radar. Almost looks like a storm. Alright, next. Is white meat really more healthful than red meat? New research challenges the widespread belief that white meat, such as chicken, is better for cholesterol levels than red meat, such as beef, pork, or lamb. A new study breaks some bad news for meat eaters, as research finds that white meat is just as harmful to cholesterol levels as red meat. The paper continues the widespread belief that white meat is more harmful or healthful than red. This belief rallies the variety of observational studies that have found a link between red meat intake and a higher risk of cardiovascular disease. However, the authors of the new research argue that the connection between white meat and cholesterol has not received enough attention in specialized literature. So, white meat just as unhealthy as red. Alright, next. House committee votes to continue ban on genetically modified babies. A congressional committee voted Tuesday to continue a federal ban on creating genetically modified babies in the United States. The House Appropriations Committee voted to retain the ban after the prohibition had been lifted last month by a subcommittee. The vote was part of a debate over routine funding legislation for the Food and Drug Administration. This is a prohibition that is accepted by nearly every nation in the world due to the unknown risk, said Jeff Fortenberry. During a hearing, the ban was restored. The risk of harm are real. The ban prohibits the FDA from considering any proposals to try to use genetically modified embryos to try to establish pregnancies. Some scientists oppose the ban. It bars them from conducting the studies necessary to determine whether it might be one day safe to create genetically modified babies. The goal would be to prevent the devastating genetic diseases. During the hearing, several Democratic committee members said they were reluctantly agreeing to reinstate the ban, but hoped the issue would be reconsidered at some point. Hopefully they don't mess with babies. That's pretty scary. Alright, next. Deadly accident at West Point training site. Military officials confirm one cadet was killed in the accident. Officials speak after deadly West Point training accident. Lieutenant General Darrell A. Williams confirmed that one cadet has died, and 21 other people suffered injuries during the rollover accident. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families of the deceased and our injured, Williams said. I would like to commend the exceptional efforts and professionalism of the first responders and medical personnel, and thank our great New York State Police and our mutual aid partners. About the injuries. The injuries, cadets suffered non-life-threatening injuries, including facial abrasions and at least one broken arm, a hospital commander said. Praying for those people at this West Point training site. For one cadet to die and others to be injured. That's pretty sad. So pray for them, keep them in your prayers, and hit like and subscribe for more. See you guys next time. God bless.